What's up, everybody? Peter here, and today we are going to be predicting and reacting and also putting in my own rankings this week. So let's start it off with some overviews this week. So we got Memphis. They beat up Rice as expected. Yeah, Vanderbilt was down pretty bad in this one. They're losing 10-34, and then out of nowhere, fourth quarter, they just come back and they still lose. Penn State versus Ohio State. Honestly, props to Penn State's defense in the first half. Is y'all at Ohio State's number? Like I've been saying this whole entire time, Ohio State has not been trying a single bit. That's the problem. This is about Ohio State almost every year, I feel like. They're just not trying. They're just half. They're halving it. They're halving it. This is why they lose games in the regular season, because they're halving it. Then they actually try in the postseason. Almost like that Georgia, Ohio State game in the playoffs. In the season, it felt like they just weren't 100% trying, especially against Michigan. And, I don't think they lost anyone else besides Michigan and Georgia State, but besides that, this is total last. I don't know why Ryan Day's Ohio State team never tries in the regular season. Come to Michigan, please, actually try, y'all, because it's been a long time waiting. Next up, I saw this. I didn't actually watch the game, but my reaction was, one of my dad's friends are actually Miami Hurricanes fans, so I think he's even more ticked off after this loss. Louisville, and then I think the final straw might have been SMU. This is unfortunately the thing we expected with Miami. They do this almost every year. They actually have a super talented team. Super talented team. And out of nowhere, they just start sucking. They lose the teams that they shouldn't be losing to, or they just lose. Now, SMU, they always have like a dog on that team. I don't know, they always have some future prospect that's going to be like some top 10 player, whatever position they will be in the NFL. It's a very good organization, SMU, though. Good game, though. Next, I've got Louisville versus Virginia Tech. A little bit disappointing performance from Louisville, but it's ACC. Georgia versus Florida. I was really hoping Florida was going to win this, but ref ball, as usual, has saved Georgia. The immense amount of glaze. Georgia gets from the refs. It's like Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Next up, Notre Dame and Boston College. Now, I understand this is technically a rivalry. This is 1-8 Boston, coming to the game, 1-7 Boston College. And you put up this performance. Now, Mr. Levy did his job. Mr. Carr did his job. I don't know why there wasn't more points scored in this game. That's just my problem. You are facing against a team that isn't even, touching you on a pedestal ever. And you put up this wacky performance. I do not understand. Next up, we got Indiana. The Pitchforks. Or maybe, if you're more of a gentleman, the Forks. The Hoosiers, sorry. Whatever the heck a Hoosier is. But we're looking at this Indiana, Maryland. Boring. Maryland, y'all are cooked. Y'all are just right. I don't know. Texas Tech, they were supposed to do a good win. Virginia, Cal. I think it was close for 11 in this one, so. Good game, I guess. Same thing for South Carolina, Ole Miss. This was actually a really close game. I think it was like 17-14 at one point. And I don't know, and just Ole Miss didn't away. Nitro Tuggle's actually good. I know how ridiculous his name is, but he's actually good. He's actually surprisingly decent. I know, he has a wild name, but he's surprisingly good. I don't know what I see his future being, though. At least, I think he might be like a third-round pick. Or it'd be like 2026 draft. If he's on 2026 draft, he might be a fifth rounder, to be honest. He's going 2027. He might be a third rounder if he really locks in. Next, we have Georgia Tech, NC State. I watched this game. Very disappointed by Georgia Tech. I mean, at least they're fighting. But NC State just kept on scoring. They got absolutely pounded by NC State. NC State has beaten, I believe, Louisville, handed them their first L. And now Georgia Tech. NC State has turned into the upset team of the year. We finally found our upset team, and that is NC State. So watch out. If your team is ranked inside the top 25, ever since NC State, you better watch out. I don't know who else is NC State facing against. Wow, you gave them a winning record. Yeah, they actually put a good fight against Pitt. They have 3 interesting games. We got Miami, Florida State, and the recently locked in North Carolina. The goatees. Oh, look at this. Since, the Cal game, they actually locked in, which is very weird. I guess Bill Belichick's girlfriend stopped hanging around and he actually locked in. I don't know. She's very judgy, too. I can do this, I can do that. Shut up, enough. Next up, we got USC versus Nebraska. I watched this game. Villarreal got hurt. He's out for the season with a messed up disc or whatever, I don't know. Fracture disc? Is that what it is? It's like around your throat. No, that's completely different. Stupid, that's common. I don't remember what a disc is. There's different discs in your body, I think, so. USC actually put up a really good defensive performance. They did a great job, so USC actually might be locked in. I don't know that. Oklahoma versus Tennessee. We have, is it the Red River Rivalry or is it called something else? I don't know. This is just a really big game in general anyways. Or is Texas, Oklahoma? I think it's Texas, Oklahoma, man. But to be honest, it almost feels like it's the same level of a rivalry, Tennessee and Oklahoma, because it's just another T-orange team. They're all the copy and paste format almost. Some are better than the other. Yeah, my boy, John Matur. Didn't play too hot. I don't know. I heard some injury, but I'm not sure. But this is a really talented team, but I don't know. He got a rushing touchdown, but yeah. I don't even know how I won this game. I mean, 25. They should have won the game. They didn't throw 2 picks. They should have blown Oklahoma out, maybe. But a win is a win, I guess. And so we got Pittsburgh. Yes. Well deserved, I guess. Washington, 6-2. I'm a little bit on the edge about this one. Both their losses were to an okay team and the best team in the nation. So, interesting for sure. We got Missouri up next. Thank you, AP Committee. Thank you. I need Bob to thank you today. Because Missouri is a top 25 team no matter what.
Guys, think about it. If they almost just lost to Purdue. They would have lost. They would have been out of here. But I know what they're doing. They're trying to keep Michigan in. So then, when that Ohio State game comes up, that money's gonna come in. That's what they're trying to do. Iowa, okay, I like this. I think Iowa honestly might be the 15th seed.
They might be deserving of the 15th seed at this point.
Next up, Southern Cal. Revealing too much there. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about USC right now. We'll see how it plays out, though. I'm a good win. Miami. Okay, that's fine. Miami, yeah, that's fine. This is where they should have been. Yeah, Georgia Tech. I don't even know if they're deserving the top 25. Like I've been saying ever since, like, when I used to put them in the top 25, I said, I don't believe in this team still. Oh, I didn't know who else to put there. Which I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. The CFP to me, the college football playoff committee, I'm the 18th. College football playoff committee is totally among us. But that's the end of it. That's 15. What kind of thing? When they have some Michigan, like Michigan, there's already one for Iowa. They put Miami in the top 5. Georgia was the end of it. I don't know. I don't know. I think these are actually great overrated teams. I think these are actually great overrated teams. 19 for 1. Trade Iowa. And Missouri. That's not Miami. I think Tennessee. I think Tennessee. I think Missouri Tennessee. Utah. Utah is fucking 13. I don't know. Do you think Utah's gonna be able to shoot 11? Don't get record. Don't get record. Actually, let me help you. Non-existent. Alright. So let's paint a picture here. Almost done painting the picture here. Sorry. I don't want any numbers to show. Okay. So out of all these teams,
We have here. Oh, sorry, I forgot about Miami.
Do you believe Utah could beat Virginia, Louisville, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Miami, Southern Cal,
Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee. They might be able to beat Michigan.
they might be able to beat Pitt. But they're not beating. They might be able to be actually Georgia Tech and USC. But the rest, sure, you can say good argument for Virginia, probably. And Louisville, maybe not. Definitely not beating Miami. I'm sorry. I'm being realistic. They're not. They're not beating Miami. Yes, Oklahoma actually played them. Okay. really good team. Next to North Texas, they've been really strong. I don't even know. Wait, hold on. Let me double check the North Texas one. Yes. Okay. Just double checking. They're still good. They whooped Navy. They were undefeated or something like that, right?
Good job, North Texas. Number 22, Virginia. I know many of you Virginia fans aren't probably very happy, but the way you guys played against North Carolina, you turned on the Belichick machine. Teeny bit, although he's washed. Next up, we got Utah. I don't believe that they were honestly a really good team overall. They beat Cincinnati. Now, before I was like, oh, Cincinnati, they're so great. They're so great. And I'm like, oh, they're not so great. And I'm like, oh, they suck. But, yeah, it's Cincinnati. You beat them, the Bearcats. Big whoop. Next up, we got Memphis. And they've done a good job. Next up, Mississippi State. I don't care. They should be in the top 25. They almost beaten, like, every good team in the SEC, so. Bless me. They're like the opposite of the Chiefs season. And they're like that one Chiefs season where they like had one mistake from losing the game, but they still won it. That's exactly Mississippi State, except for it's the opposite. They actually like or one mistake from winning. Or sorry, not one mistake from winning, but you know what I mean. They didn't make a mistake. Whatever. Next up, we got Tennessee, Missouri. Missouri's so good, guys. I don't care. Why is Tennessee on here twice? Guys, I messed up. Missouri. Iowa at 16.
SMU 15.
Louisville 14. Oklahoma 13. Texas 12. Miami 8. Ole Miss 7. BYU 6. Notre Dame 5. Texas A&M 4. Tennessee 3. Alabama 2. Indiana 1.